Hey, Dawns ARKS! Welcome everyone to your Phantasy Star Online 2 podcast, recorded live on November 29th, 2022. I am one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me are both Xance and Brooks. How are you both doing today?
I'm doing well. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing well here.
I'm doing well as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, we run a professional show here. No technical glitches at the start here. I'm just kidding. We had a slight issue there where none of our voices were going out. But hey, at least we're good to go here now. And we got an exciting one for you today. We have the latest NGS Headline today, which is going to be Messaging said it right. It's going to be fun.
Fun. Yes, it's going to be fun. It's been a while since I did that, huh?
Nothing new in the fun scratch anymore, but yeah. So we've got that coming up, and I wanted to ask both of you, did either of you have any predictions about today's show?
More AC scratch. That's a safe prediction, obviously.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious here. Brooks, what about you?
I am half expecting that if they actually reveal the new formers, we're going to see an old friend. Because so far, every time we enter the new region, it's mirrored another area we saw in base PSO2.
So you're thinking the Draconian or the Dragonkin, depending upon which version?
Yep, I'm hoping to see that because there will be some very interesting implications lore-wise.
Yeah, definitely. You want to elaborate on that? So we have a minute or two?
Well, the Dragonkin are not like the other former races. They're not something that you can necessarily just transplant somewhere. They are because they are not only native to Amduskia, which I'm sorry, spoilers to anyone who hasn't finished base PSO2. Amduskia is basically a Xion clone that's been mashed together. Actually, it's two Xion clones that have been mashed together. And the Dragonkin have their own reincarnation cycle that's separate from the Akashic record.
Yep, they don't end up on Omega when they die. They just reincarnate on their planet. So it'll be interesting to see if that is actually the case here. We do know for a fact, though, that we have some new dolls in there. We've got what the community's been calling the Sun Wukong dolls, as well as that Godzilla-like one. So it'll be interesting to get in there and give those a fight. And plus, I'm also interested in seeing specifically what exactly is going to be happening with what's actually happening in the region, because we got that information in the side story that, hey, dolls are being manufactured in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me, or are they a little late?
Not yet. At least on my side, they still have one more minute. Although usually by now they would have at least started the stream at least. But I guess let's give them a minute. I'm hoping this isn't a case of the time zone or daylight savings ending here, though. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yep.
Now, YouTube usually handles that sort of thing automatically, actually, so I don't think there'd be much chance of that happening. Because they'd be looking at the Japanese side of things.
Pelida? I don't think that is that odd. They really don't. The Japanese side really doesn't like. Well, I would suspect they're kind of half intimidated by the American chat, and they just also don't want people doing what happened to that one streamer to them.
Actually, so whenever they start the live stream, that's when the chat's enabled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll just have to refresh it whenever they start it, and then you'll see the chat.
Yep. Alright, so we are still waiting for them to pop up here. Now they're actually late, because now it's 7:01 a.m. and nothing has popped up on either stream here.
Yeah, it might have been time, like the time difference, so it might be starting at 8 o'clock our time then.
But no, they would have done. That's what I'm saying though. YouTube would have still had it at the correct time for them, if they're starting it in Japan, because even the Japanese stream hasn't started yet. For the sake of just verifying this here, let me just check something real quick here. Time convert. Let me find out what time it actually is there in Japan right now.
Should be 9 p.m.
Where can I get military time? Let's see. That would be 2100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should be going live at any time, because it says 2100 on their Japanese stream here. This is kind of odd. They've never really been late like this before.
Yeah, it's very weird. Well,
Yeah.
that while we wait for them to go live, we can go over some of the stuff that have to go over.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me go ahead and pull that up here, and then whenever they do start, we will hop in with them. Let me just make sure I unmute that so we can hear them when they do go live. Okay, and Zance, we lost you. Hang on.
Oh no!
Now you're on top. All right,
Okay.
1 second, everyone. Fixing things live.
Don't worry, we are professionals.
As much as we can be, anyway. Rooks, let me move your name, and pull your name back up here, Zance. Pull you back up to the top. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, so, like I said, we're still waiting here. All right. And let me go ahead and bring this up. So, first thing we got here, regarding the Motion Jump Raise Arms 2, introduced in the November update info. So in the trailer, they introduced the AC Scratch Ticket Celestial Saint Prize Motion Jump Raise Arms 2. However, the video incorrectly showed the previously released Motion Jump Raise Arms. And to see the correct animation for Motion Jump Raise Arms 2, please check the preview in the AC Scratch Ticket Celestial Saint Prize list instead.
See, it's not only us having problems.
Yep. Yeah. And actually, we got quite a crowd in here today. I'm kind of surprised. We're up to 11 viewers here.
Wow.
Like here.
Well, hello everyone. I'm not used to so many people at least.
Yep. Moving on, we have the addition of featured AC item recycle functioning and recycling specification changes. So this is going to be coming in the next update on the 7th, when Stia launches. So they are adding a dedicated featured AC items recycle function. And
nice.
yeah, so the items that are going to become available with that are an NX rare drop rate, 15 minutes plus 10%, times 2 for one targeted featured item. There's also an EXP earned for 15 minutes plus 50%. You get 2 of them again. And actually, I'm covering up the chat there. Let me fix that. And then we've also got you can also get an N recycle badge, 2 of them for one of the featured AC items. And then with the addition of the featured AC item recycle display, it'll no longer be possible to use the featured AC items when recycling target AC items. So,
Oh boy.
yep.
So this honestly is not what the player base wanted them to do. They just wanted to remove the minimal price for
Yeah.
featured items.
Yeah, because there are some featured items that are just not as high in demand, so they're just all stuck at half mil and just not being sold.
Yeah, I don't know why they are so focused on keeping the price up.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I guess it's just something we're gonna have to continue to deal with here.
Because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to control how the player economy is, especially when it comes to those featured items. But the problem is the featured items in general. It's like everything else is just done by the player market, so everything is controlled by that. Whenever they're trying to control it themselves, it's ended up with this, where a bunch of unsold featured items are just stuck at half mil because nobody wants them.
Not exactly good at predicting what the players will want, are they?
No, they're not. Because I think
Yeah.
one of them, like some wings, if I remember correctly. So early on, there were some wings that nobody could sell because nobody really wanted them. So them being stuck at half a mil just sucked for people who just didn't need them.
And it's still gonna suck because they're not getting the items they're not getting the Meseta that they were really looking for.
No, they're not. Instead, they're getting boosters. And that's it. Or a recycle badge.
Yep. I guess we'll see if there's going to be any further changes, but at this point, most likely not.
Probably not.
Looks like they may have just enabled chat.
That's
they did.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they did. They did. Okay.
Yep, and everyone's talking about, equipment problems for a pre-broadcast.
Well, while we're waiting for them, let's move on to the next one here. There are instances where the boost information for seasonal point acquired rate plus 50% is not displaying. They've confirmed that there are certain cases in which, when it was provided for Part 2 and 3 of the 10 million ARKS Worldwide Celebration Boost event, it's just simply not displaying for some reason. But this is only a visual bug. As long as you're taking out enemies, you're still gonna get those. So no need to worry about that.
And we're starting, apparently.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they finally started the stream. Jeez. Apologies, and they said apologies for the wait on the NGS headline. But we are having some technical issues. Hold on just a while longer. Should be a few minutes.
Okay. Well, let me. So we're good to go. So we'll flip over to that once they start here.
We're on ship 1.
Yep. All right. Next thing we have specification changes of color synchronization feature for items that color sync with innerwear. They have received a number of comments regarding the current specifications for items that color sync with innerwear being displayed in black when one wears a PSO2 spec base wear that hides the innerwear. After a discussion with the dev team, they decided... Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody, to NGS Headline.
Hello, everyone. It's 9 p.m., so let's get started with NGS Headline. I'm the host of this show, Hiro Arai, the official NGS navigator. Here to bring you the latest info on NGS.
It's not 9 p.m. It's 9:10
Our
p.m. What are you
major
talking
update
about?
is finally coming out next week. Today's broadcast also has info on the new Steer region coming in this major update, so stay tuned. Also, as mentioned in our last operation report, we'll be releasing side tasks that will net you a lot of EXP when Stia comes out, so be sure to explore this new region.
That sounds like they're trying to boost everybody to level
Once
70
again,
instantly.
this program is to inform players about the present and future of Sega's online RPG,
That would be helpful because
PSO2
I'm
New
only at 40.
Genesis, or NGS for short, with info on current operations, future updates, campaigns, and more. This is a pre-recorded broadcast. If you would like to watch it in Japanese, you can check it out on the Japanese NGS YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's move on to the updates you've all been waiting for.
Alright, Stia, let's see it.
NGS Hot Information. First off, I'd like to share some info on the December updates. Let's start with a video.
Ooh, new music's good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I think those are the, No, are those dolls?
I don't
There's
think
the
so,
altars.
There's apparently
A
a
new mecha.
1 to 2. There's apparently a 1 to 2 second lag behind you guys that I can't shake. For
Yeah,
some reason.
I'm also behind Bright. It happens all the time.
Oh, actually, I'm getting, I'm not getting, Deskia vibes, from that. I'm getting Lilliput vibes.
Interesting. Also, regular Gigantics enemies, huh?
Ooh. Yeah, squad of Gigantics. That's gonna be terrifying.
Bringing back the throw feature. Neutrania. And story.
We have been able to narrow down where Dark Falls may be located, deep within the Stia region. But this will be the most dangerous mission you have ever undertaken.
Oh, we're seeing those vats again, like we saw in Ron McCloud.
Not surprising, since this is supposed to be a doll's manufacturing
It's
plant.
not an option.
Yep.
We must see this through at all costs.
Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Adjutant Conway. A pleasure to meet you all.
Gotcha! Well, you heard him, Commander.
Crawford. Long time no see, Glenn.
Are you two still?
No, not as much as before.
Engelstop sounds pretty fine.
Like this doing on Alpha? Why? Why would you?
Okay, that.
It looks like Partisan's getting some love for the Hunter.
Awesome.
those weapons look nice.
Hmm.
They're finally starting to look a little unique there.
Yeah. It's like, finally.
Weren't those the weapons the advanced team was using?
I think so.
Oh, these are trade-in weapons.
Yep, that makes sense.
Makes you wonder how long before we end up replacing the Stia prep weapons.
Probably pretty quickly after.
Makes them almost pointless.
Well, the same thing kind of happened with Kavaris. Noticing a lot of pistons in there.
Mm-hmm. Ba-ding, ba-ding.
Alright, what features you got? Oh, these are moving so fast.
Yeah, they are. We're gonna have to, like, slow down
Reader
here.
accessible
just
during
so we
battle,
can,
finally!
Oh, jeez.
That was needed.
Oh, auto join stuff. Okay.
And here comes the AC scratch. You know, that cast kind of looks like that diver suit that they put out a while back.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, the face moves?
Oh.
But is that
That's cool.
only inside the dressing room, though?
That's only inside the dressing room. I've seen that feature, like, Angel's ears have a similar feature to that, where you can adjust it.
Gotcha.
Really, on the phone instead of some sort of communication terminal.
Hmm.
Alright, well, it's looking pretty good so far.
What did you think? Let me walk you through the updates with some slides. Let's start with this.
I'm overwhelmed.
Though it wasn't mentioned in the video, you can get your hands on 2 different Revival AC scratch tickets starting November 30th. Rewind Collection 6 is a selection of scratch ticket items with NGS specs that came out last November, with a focus on items that have yet to be released. The scratch count bonuses include comeback items like the Motion Glide Dainty Drift Motion Change. ARKs who already have this motion change set can recycle it into consumables at Item Recycle. And then we have the scratch ticket Gothic Memories, which is focused on bringing back Gothic fashion items previously released for PSO2. Don't miss out on these 2 Revival scratch tickets. The 4th region, Stia, will finally be added in the December 7th update.
That upper right picture,
This
there's
region
my
is set
engine.
in a volcanic area, with Stia Camp as the ARK's base of operation.
I see it.
The further toward the center of the volcano you go, the harsher it gets. Ahead lie the Drayson plant, a huge dolls facility, and the Mediola outer area, a volcanic region with an extreme environment. Scorching lava pools are scattered throughout the depths of the region, and dangerous lava bombs can rain down at any moment. And when the zonal destruction trial happens, a pillar of fire may erupt from the ground, pushing you into an even tighter spot. On top of
Finally,
that,
we're getting
the Recon Gigants,
environmental
or
hazards.
Gigantics, also
Yep.
patrol the area, making it the toughest
More than just
environment
taking
ever
temperature
for Ark.
damage. Or I guess,
There will also be new
Ray damage.
Trainia in the exploration sectors.
But yeah,
where
a
you'll face
group
off
of
against
Gigantics,
bosses
like
and
that's
be challenged
insane.
to perform a variety of actions that have appeared in previous cocoons. Use the experience you've gained so far to complete them and earn additional skill points. Once completed, Rank 2 will become available. In Rank 2, the enemy level will be set equal to the player's level, and various challenge settings will be unlocked. Those who are confident in their skills are encouraged to take on the challenge, as you can receive a title for completing Rank 2 with certain settings. On top of that, in the exploration sectors, you'll come across invisible boxes hiding valuable items inside, as well as complex minerals, which are large clusters with tons of different minerals. There are also new gathering items. Some items will appear only at limited times or under specific weather conditions, so you'll want to snap them up when you find them.
we kind of
Also,
already had that for
starting with this
Kavaris.
update, we are making a change to how PSE Burst Encores happen. Moving forward, the probability of PSE Burst Encores will increase every time the PSE level decreases in every combat sector and rank, even outside the Stia region. If the PSE level drops several times, an icon indicating an increase in PSE Burst Encores will appear, along with a message. After that, the probability of an encore will increase each time the PSE level drops. So take your time and keep playing, knowing that an encore is likely to happen.
Now that's a good change.
That is a very
The
good
release of the
change.
Stia region
Yeah,
will
it makes
also be
things
getting
feel a
Chapter
lot
4
more
of the
fair.
story. Crawford has determined that Dark Falls
So now
must
are you,
be
the
lurking
question
in
is
the
going to be,
Stia
are you
region
going to have
based
groups
on what
dedicated
he's
to
learned
just
so far.
dropping things by
In
not
Stia,
going after the
Commander
regular
Glenn
targets?
and Adjutant Kanui are leading an advanced team.
Yeah, good point.
The protagonists will work with them to explore the region. However, Glenn and his team are not very welcoming towards the protagonists from Elio. The reason for this seems to lie in
So
Glenn
Sega,
and
please do not
Crawford's
show off
past.
the player character this time.
Will the protagonists be
Agreed.
able to cooperate with the advanced team and reach the depths of Stia? Furthermore, the side tasks that were available in Chapter 3, which offered large amounts of EXP, will be available once again. Before starting Chapter 4 and heading to Stia, you can accept these side tasks from Guiden in Central City. If you want to prioritize the story, these side tasks will help you level up quickly. Even if you have already developed your main class, we encourage you to make use of them to develop your secondary and other classes. Next, with this update, the level cap will be raised to 70 for each class. Along with this, new class skills will be added for all classes. These new skills will make the classes more distinctive and improve the flow of combat. We encourage you to utilize these newly added class skills when taking on the new enemies.
So it looks like
We'll
in that
also
second
have
bottom
an
picture,
Effulgent
we're
and
actually getting
Cloaklopus
another
weapon series,
Dolls series
which
of
are
weapons.
new 8-star rarity
Nice.
weapons. Since Effulgent weapon series has the fire element and fire exploit 2 augment attached, these weapons do a lot of damage to enemies that have a weakness to fire. On the other hand, the Cloaklopus weapon series is highly versatile, as its potential raises its potency and the player's damage resistance
But how many
against
enemies are
dolls.
going to have weakness to fire in Stia?
The Cloaklopus weapon series can be obtained in exchange for the new material item Infernium, These weapons will be available at Item Trader NPCs. You can get Infernium in a variety of different ways, through gathering and by defeating the Gigantics that spawn in Stia, for example, so be sure to collect it as you adventure through Stia.
Good, so we're not having another Kaiser situation.
We've got the new urgent quest, Doldoris Vera Suppression Op. This is a battle with a scary new boss enemy who attacks with a massive drill. This enemy's bull rush, using the drill on its head, and its barrage attack are fierce.
A drill
But
to
you can
pierce the
destroy the
heavens.
drill to expose its weak point
Really?
and gain the upper hand.
Yes.
Then we have two battle deer. The first, Stia Troopers, is an
Also, someone
exhilarating
in
quest
the
where
NGS
players
chat also
leverage
just said,
a variety
"Does the
of
drill
special
pierce the
attack
heavens?"
actions
So I'm not
to
the
fight
only one who
enemies
made
from
the
Stia.
reference.
You can grab tons of EXP and drop items. The second battle dia, Stia Devastators, is a quest to test your mettle through a series of battles with Gigantics in Stia. The enemies are at level 74, making this a tough challenge. Be sure you're fully prepared before taking it on.
And once again, it's the same arena in there, including those observation
Two new
decks.
field race courses have been added. Stia
Yeah.
Outskirts Dash, Stage 1, and Drayson Plant Board, Stage 1. If you find a racing console, give them a try. In addition, Gigantics in all sectors will be set to enemy level 74 to coincide with the player level cap being raised to 70. Now I'd like to introduce some of the various new features and additions we have for you. First off is Lively Face, a new face option that will be added to allow players to create even more anime-style faces than ever before. Lively Face gives you double eyelashes by default, but this can be toggled off in the face option Ornaments display settings. Try mixing things up to get a look that suits your character's makeup. Next up, when an individual region mag boost is at level 3, an additional item can be thrown in to overwrite the effect's duration. Make sure to take advantage of this if you want to keep your mag boost effect from ending. Also, as reported in our previous headline, Item Recycle will be adding to its featured item exchange lineup for AC scratch tickets. You can trade for items that will aid you in your adventures.
That's the same thing we were talking about before.
Yep.
The prize list will be an extension of the SG scratch tickets coming on December 14th. Items that will be added to NGS for the first time will be marked with a new label, while items that are scheduled to be removed from the lineup at the next scratch ticket update will be marked with Display End.
Okay.
This
That's
will make
a
it
good thing
much
to
easier to
add.
find the items you're looking for, so be sure to check it out. Continuing, I'll introduce some new features and added components. Players will be able to operate storage and quick food at Ryuker devices, even if there are enemies nearby. Please note that even though these device operations can now be accessed, you will still take damage as usual, so please be careful when using them during battle. In addition, a feature will be added to automatically add players to currently recruiting parties when they meet the join conditions, removing the need to add yourself to a party manually. Take advantage of this convenient feature when you want to quickly join a party. Furthermore, in addition to the quest name, now you'll also be able to see the
Oh,
rank
dear.
when matchmaking for quests.
Hope
Check
they
this
have a way
out
to
when
turn
you
that
and your
off.
friends set up a password match.
Well, it's probably something that, like you
Next,
can enable
the ARKS
yourself.
ID will get a couple of upgrades. The first is that your
Yeah,
alliance
or-
name
but
will
you
appear
have
on
to
your
stick with
ARKS
the-
ID.
Yeah, so you have to
If
specifically
you don't
enable
belong
an
to an
auto join
alliance,
party thing.
Your ARKS ID will
Yeah.
be marked with no alliance.
And hopefully it turns off automatically
You
in
can check
streamer
this
mode.
when trying to
Yeah.
recruit alliance members. The second upgrade is the addition of a backdrop featuring the Retum region. Collect title points and grab a new backdrop. Finally, we're increasing the number of comment lines that Alliance leaders can write in the Alliance settings. This is the perfect chance for Alliance leaders to update their comments. Next, I'll introduce our new AC scratch ticket, Crystalline Concepts. In addition to a sci-fi style skeleton suit and a casual mountain parka, there will also be new cast parts. Plus, this scratch ticket also gives you a chance to get your hands on the emote on the phone, which won the emote category of the Retum Region Release Celebration NGS Video Submission Contest, as well as Motion Dash Floating Skates and Motion Idol Playing with Butterflies, which won in the Motion Change category.
Does that cast look like he has
also puts Motion Dash
speakers
Floating
on it?
Skates EX, a motion change variant.
What you're looking at is the...
prizes.
On his joints?
So be sure to check that out
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
Next, I have
Kind of,
update
but
information
I still
for
think they're just
mid-December
ball
and
joints.
beyond. Let's take a look at the trailer first.
All right, second part. Oh, this is starting to sound episode 6-ish, I think.
Yes. Finally having that back. I love it.
boy. Radix is going to be happy.
Yep. What was that finger emote there?
Preparing for battle, I like that. Dear God, may He have mercy on us all.
Reindeer Rappy.
Yes. I love
And
it.
Saint Emperor Rappy's back.
Now if only... Oh, that's back.
So we're getting a seasonal event immediately here.
Oh,
right
wow.
after the current one.
That's nice. I like that. I like constant seasonal event.
My question is, why are they cramming this in like this? Do they have something big planned for January or something?
Maybe. We've been hearing stuff about that. Wait, what's going on there?
I'm not sure. It kind of looks similar to the usual bubble attack. Oh, that's a Santa outfit.
Oh, I love it. I will get that Santa outfit and then rename myself the Fat Guts. And I know. And if any of you play Dragon Quest IX, you'll know why.
It kind of makes that outfit kind of looks to make the little make him look a little badass actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's been needed for a while.
That's good.
Pants on fire.
Are you serious? They are just playing into the meme lords out there.
Let's go into more detail. The SG Scratch Ticket Refined Form 9, available on December 14th, brings NGS spec versions of the reindeer costume and Joyous Noel Christmas season picks that were both popular in PSO2. The reindeer costume mini and Joyous Noel avatar items are our featured items, so we're going to be upping their win rates to as much as double their normal rates. Also, keep an eye out for the new emote, Preparing for Battle 2, in the Scratch Count bonus. Please note that among the items to be added this time, the reindeer costume and Joyous Noel related avatar items will be removed from the lineup following the next update. Next up is Mission Pass NGS Season 15. In addition to mag forms, stamps, and accessories, the lineup will also include valuable items like personal shop use 3 days and SG Scratch Ticket prize slips. Featured rewards include an accessory that looks like the back unit Flagroth from PSO2 and the mag form reindeer that can transform into a tiny reindeer. Now's your chance to grab them. What's more, we've got 2 Revival AC Scratch tickets that weren't shown in the trailer. In
You're just
Rewind
hitting us
Election
with all
7,
the AC
we
revivals, aren't
focused
they?
on
Yep.
NGS spec items that haven't been seen since last December. Scratch count bonus items will include the reappearance of the motion change dash sledding. Holiday memories include re-released PSO2 spec Christmas fashion items that players can enjoy coordinating. We hope you'll check these out too. In addition, we will be releasing AC Support Item Select 5. We're bringing back items that can give a boost to your adventures, including Adi Series Augments, which increase 2 attack stats and give a potency floor increase, as well as items that support weapon enhancement. This will be the same lineup as AC Support Item Select 4, which released back in October. Enhance your weapons and armor and aim for even greater heights. The limited time event, Christmas 2022, gets underway on December 21st. Central City and Region Mags will be decorated for Christmas, and snow will fall in many parts of Halfa. Also, Reindeer Rappy, yes, Rappy dressed as reindeer, will make an appearance. Look at the little Santa Claus on its back. They are very cute, so please do your best to find them. In addition, special task markers for dread
I
enemies
love the
will
reindeer
sometimes
Rappy.
appear during the event, and defeating those dread enemies may
It's one
generate
of
a
the more
Rappy spot.
interesting
where
ones
Rappies
that
gather.
have ever come out, considering, you know, Love Rappies,
Navigator
Sand
for this event
Rappies,
will
Del
be Sasha
Rappies.
in her Christmas outfit.
But no, reindeer Rappies are adorable.
Evidently, in the supply unit to which Citra belongs, work is often slowed down by a boss who adores Rappies. Therefore, she wants you to collect Rappy data on her behalf. The best way to handle this task is by hitting up Rappy spots that appear during the event. As an added bonus, clearing them out will also let you grab lots of seasonal points. Other limited-time daily and weekly tasks will also be available for the event. And don't forget to collect seasonal titles and SG by completing limited-time Christmas 2022 title tasks.
I wonder what the rate is going to be like doing dread enemies versus going into battle areas.
Good question.
And at Citra's seasonal points exchange shop, you can trade for your items, including the cast
If it's
headset
anything like before,
accessory,
you want to do the
and
rapid
EX
spots
cubes,
regardless.
N-class
Probably.
EX cubes, and beta reactors. In
Beta
addition,
reactors.
the new 8-star
Nice.
rarity Tenebrous weapon series can be obtained from exchange shops and seasonal enemies. These ice element weapons also feature the augment Ice Exploit 2, making them especially useful in the Stia region, where many enemies have a weakness to ice.
Well, they just nullified all the old exploits.
They
Yep.
also have event-specific augments, allowing them to show their true strength against seasonal enemies during events. Depending on the situation, they can outperform other 8-star weapons. The Tenebrous series will also be available at the New Year's and winter events scheduled to be held in January.
Temporarily, of
And
course.
its event-specific augments will also be effective against New Year's and winter seasonal enemies. In conjunction
So then
with
we're
this
getting
event,
3
ARKS can
seasonal
also
events
enjoy
back
the
to
limited
back to
time
back?
quest Practice Drill
Damn,
Snowfield
that's pretty
Workup.
quick.
This quest takes place in the Mistra Woods of Central Kavaris, and the rules are similar to those of Cannonball Strike and Cannonball Rumble. Defeat the enemies and throw cannonballs to destroy the targets while descending a snowy mountain. At the end, the snow sculpture master, Snowflake Bujin, lies in wait to launch a unique special attack that creates lovely snow sculptures. Saint Emperappies also appear at random, so keep trying until you spot one. This quest can be accepted at the quest counter as many times as you like, and there are 5 levels from rank 1 to rank 5. Special scratch tickets and SG tickets may drop as quest rewards, and the higher the rank, the higher the drop rate. In addition,
Ooh,
there's a first-time completion reward at rank 5.
that's actually
So
pretty
go
good.
for the highest rank. And from December 21st to 28th, ARKS records for field races will be held. The 3 courses covered will be Stia Outskirts Dash Stage 1, Drayson Plant Board Stage 1, and Central Aleo Board Stage 1. You'll get rewards based on your record, so we encourage everyone to give them a try. Now I'd like to tell you about our Frozen World 2022 AC scratch tickets. Get ready to slay this season with a variety of Santa and Christmas-themed wear. Knit one-pieces,
Yes, I
and
like Buff
even an
Santa.
Ice Queen-inspired dress. We'll also have Emote Hug 2, which won the Emotes category of the Retum Region Release Celebration NGS Video Submission Contest, and Motion Swim Walking on Ice, and Motion Glide Comet, which won the Motion Change category. Scratch count bonuses include alternate versions of Motion Glide Comet and other scratch ticket prizes, so be sure to snag those too. That is all for the update information I have for today. Moving on to the next segment.
All right, good update. We'll
Very
see
good
how it turns out for the story soon.
For this segment, the NGS Operation Report, I, Hiro Arai, select questions and comments from the players to bring to the development and management teams and bring you their answers. Here's the first one. Since the PSE Burst Forte was implemented, my inventory becomes full of gold, silver, prim swords, and other rare enhancement items after 1 or 2 bursts. Could you please include these in the auto-sell settings?
Yes.
Here is our
Yes.
team's response. We plan to extend the auto-selling feature in
Yeah,
a
this
future
is
update
unfortunate.
to include rare enhancement items. You will be able to specify this setting for each item. However,
Thank
please
you.
note that unlike before, they won't be included automatically and you will need to set them yourself. That was their answer. We have received many requests for this feature, and it is a high priority of ours to work on it.
That's
so
fine,
that it
as
can be
long as we can include
implemented
them.
soon. We ask for your patience for the time being and appreciate your understanding. Move on to the next question. I would like to be able to check if a music disc is already registered to my mag. Here is our team's
It shouldn't be
response.
that hard.
In response to your request, we are planning to expand the feature in a
Yes.
future update so that you can check whether you have already registered or not, just as you can with tickets for avatar items and mag forms. Thank you for your patience in the meantime. That was their answer.
Hopefully they let
Let's
you do
move
this
on
from
to
the
the
shop
next
where
question.
you buy them.
Recently, there was a bug on the Japanese version servers that allowed players to access regions and other content that had not been released yet. I came across spoilers spread over social media with clips or images of that bug happening. Could
I
you
hadn't
share
even
your
heard
thoughts
of
on
this.
Yeah, I
Here is
haven't
our
heard of
team's
this either.
response. First of all, we would like to apologize once again for the bug, and any negative impact it may have had on your playing experience or anticipation of future content. Please accept our sincerest apologies. Next, we ask that you please strictly refrain from intentionally using or spreading the bug, as this may violate the terms of use. We have separately contacted all official creators to ask them to remove or prohibit the dissemination of any videos or information that may lead to the spread of this bug. We ask not only official creators to refrain from such activity, but all of you as well. We will continue to make every effort to prevent a recurrence and appreciate your cooperation with this issue. That was their answer. The best thing for the development and live ops teams is to avoid bugs. However, due to the nature of online games, it is impossible to reduce the number of bugs to zero. Therefore, we would like to ask for the cooperation of our users in order to reduce the impact of bugs on the game as much as possible. The next question is about Creative Space, which was introduced for the first time in the last broadcast. I want to play without worrying about my inventory and storage getting full. So could you make it so items are registered in the creative space? Here is our team's response. All building materials, furniture, and other objects that can be placed in the creative space are to be registered for use, so they will not take up unnecessary space in your inventory and storage. Once you register them, they will be registered under your account information and can be used by all characters on any ship.
That is thinking ahead. Good.
Furthermore, you will be able to place multiple units of an object. That was their answer. The next request is also related to creative space. It was announced that PSO2 furnishings would not be able to be used in NGS. I would like the same items released again for NGS. Here is our team's response. Since the specifications of the creative space are different than those for the personal quarters in PSO2, it isn't possible to simply bring over and use existing furnishings. However, we plan to port popular items, including furnishings, in a step-by-step manner to be released as new goods for use in the creative space. That was their answer. Also, in regards to furnishings we're planning to port from PSO2, most of the collab items would be difficult to bring over. They also said that furnishings with PSO2 exclusive functions would mostly be ported as goods that only look like the originals. That's all for our Q&A today. Moving forward, I will continue to select and bring your questions and feedback to the development and operations teams and share their answers with you. Please also let us know your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS Headline on Twitter and other platforms.
They might be talking about the photon gotcha.
Moving on to the next segment.
Maybe.
NGS Satellite Information. Now let's move on from updates and talk about some other NGS-related info. I'm sure it'll get you even more hyped for the game. Let's get started. Please take a look at this video.
So they usually introduce one of these packs when a new region opens up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we can cosplay as the advanced team, huh?
Yep.
Nice. $20, yeah.
New paid downloadable
That's how,
content
like,
will
most
be
of the packs
available
are.
on various platform stores when the new Stia region is released. The Crimson Lotus Stia pack is available in two types, Type 1 and Type 2. Look out for the consumables, including a premium set and more, such as clothing items and motion-changing items. There are also useful boost items for training, battle triggers, new material items, and other useful items, so be sure to check them out. Here are some of the campaigns coming December 7th onwards. Starting on December 7th, an EXP earned plus 100% boost will be implemented for certain combat sectors in the Elio, Retum, and Kavaris regions. The Christmas Boost campaign starts December 14th. During this period, the EXP earned and rare drop rate will be boosted. So use this chance to level up
even
in
more
preparation
EXP
for the
for
Stia
that
region
one.
and collect rare drop items. Furthermore, the Tenebra series enhancement boost starts
I
on
mean,
December 21st.
why even have levels at this point if they're just going to keep giving all these boosts out?
Polish up Tenebra series
Yeah,
weapons
I was
from
kind of thinking the
seasonal
same
event
thing, especially with how
boosts just
the
for them,
enemy scaling
including an
works.
increased great success rate and
I mean, at this point, they really should just consider switching purely to item level scaling, and that's it.
The Tenebra series are great weapons for fighting in the Stia region, so be sure to grab them and boost them up. Now let me introduce the AC and SG campaigns starting from December 7th. Depending on the amount of AC you purchase, you will receive gorgeous extras such as Sunny Head Mount and Holiday Bear in this campaign. This is a great opportunity to purchase AC in bulk. The SG shop will also have an item set that includes NEXP earned 24-hour plus 50%
AC.
and two kinds
Now
of
you want to purchase the AC.
Try this set of items that will help you level up in the Stia region and strengthen your newly acquired equipment. Also, check out the AC shop, where there will be 3 item sets: the Elio music disc set, the Retum music disc set,
Yeah, I can see that passage
and
in.
the
Yeah,
stamp
that
and
kind of
emote
makes
set.
sense. For X cubes.
Yeah.
Further on, starting December 14th, stores on each platform will hold an ARKS Cash Super Sale Christmas. This time, 4 types are available for purchase: 200 AC, 1000 AC, 5000 AC, and 10,000 AC.
Ooh.
You'll be able to get 10,000 AC for half price, just $49.99.
That's a good
It's
deal.
a fantastic
Oh, it's
deal.
a very
we
good
hope you'll
deal.
Take advantage of.
It's like 10,000 AC for $50.
How many times can you do this, though?
I don't know.
The following are the new
There are
reward
purchase
items
limits
that
for
will
these
be
campaigns.
added to
Maximum
the
limit
NGS
varies for
official
each
creator
store.
project. Until now, creators who have been selected and certified as NGS official creators have received 2 reward items. a premium set 30 days, and material storage use 30 days S. From December 2022 though, we've got a new reward for NGS official creators, a new certified logo accessory. This is an accessory item in the shape of the NGS official creators logo. This accessory will be presented to all creators who have been certified as NGS official creators for at least 3 months. The accessories are available in 4 levels of color variations, with the grade increasing with the duration of the accreditation. The color will grade up every 3 months, from bronze to silver and then to gold, with the accessory being presented according to
I
one's
would
grade.
say something, but it would be incredibly mean.
Furthermore, creators
two
who
of
have
us were talking
successfully
recently
continued for
in
a
terms
full
of why
year
I haven't
will
joined the
receive an
program.
authorized logo accessory in a special color.
I don't know if this
More
is going to be
details will
enough
be
to actually
announced
make me
later
join
on
that
the
or not.
Twitter account, rappy.comu, and the NGS official creator special site. We hope this encourages a lot of you to apply for our NGS official creator program. Now let us
Still
move
give it
on to the
consideration, but
Sympathy 2023
I don't know.
orchestral concert commemorating the 10th anniversary of PSO2 and the 35th anniversary of the Phantasy Star series. Azusa Tadokuro, who plays Nadara in NGS, will be joining the orchestra concert Sympathy 2023 on Saturday, January 21st, 2023. She will sing the 2 songs that are sung in-game by Nadara, Song of War and Song of Mourning. The 8 vocalists, including Miss Tadokuro,
nice.
are sure to bring some shine to the stage.
I'm glad they're finally acknowledging the 35th anniversary.
Sympathy
at least.
2023 will feature approximately 30 songs.
I wish there would be something in
including
game
those
about
from
that.
the previous series titles listed on the slides, as well as songs from the latest title, NGS, which will be performed for the first time. The vocal rendition of Unfathomable Darkness will be performed in Part 1, Song of Mourning, in the orchestral part of Part 3, and Song of War in the live part of Part 2. Now I have some special items that you have all been waiting for. So let's take a look at the video.
Hitting me with that nostalgia music. Ah!
Yep.
Oh, they'll play the violin. I love it.
Guess I'll be getting that.
Yeah, same.
Oh, meow!
Yes! Yes!
That was just Asherline and everything.
They're acknowledging the rest. Yay!
Oh dear. Well, they may just have a few more sales now.
I might get a
purchase,
ticket for this
there will be a
concert.
bonus item
Because it's
code
a digital
for a total
concert,
of
right?
5 in-game items, including an emote called Play Violin based on the key visual, a mag form commemorating the 35th anniversary of the Phantasy Star series, a sticker, and a music disc. Please note that the item codes will be available for use after the maintenance on January 25th, 2023.
I kind of wish they had also given us a mag form for Meow's
streaming
transform
tickets,
state.
the timing of when the reward code will be sent is based on when you make your purchase. So please check the Sympathy 2023 site, which will be updated
streaming.
soon. Tickets are now on sale at E+. As I mentioned, all tickets, including streaming tickets, will also come with a bonus item code that can be used to get NGS in-game items. We hope you will join us for this commemorative concert to conclude our 10th anniversary project. That's all for this episode of NGS Headline. Please share your thoughts and
I would
feedback
love to
on
go
the
to that in
program and the
person,
game
but I
using
can't
the
go to
hashtag
Japan right now,
NGS
sadly.
Headline.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
gonna have to settle
continue
for
to
the
be the
stream
bridge
version as
between
well.
all of you out there and the development team, so that together we can make NGS an even more fantastic game. The next episode of NGS Headline, which will be the last one for 2022, will be on Tuesday, December 27th. We'll
like
be
I guessed
focusing
right.
mainly on the update
Yeah.
coming in January 2023. Don't forget to like
You
and
guessed it right.
subscribe.
Yep. Yeah, no new class
Now
teas.
then,
Which,
ARKS,
like, when is
see
that
you
Luster
at the
class going to
next
come out?
NGS Headline.
Thanks for watching here on Tuesday night.
Or
I'll
Luster
see you on
like
next
class.
NGS Headline.
I don't know. Maybe we're looking at February or March now, or even later. We'll see.
Probably.
Alright, let me take us back real quick here. And let me see if there's anything happening on the Japanese side here still.
Probably stuff about web money, more than likely.
Oh, actually there is something. Let me bring us back in.
Okay.
Are you joking? That it's a calendar
新商品
and
他に
keychains.
既存の人気商品もラインナップ
So merchandise that US still not
ぜひ
getting.
お買い求めください
Screen and...
Come
we're
on,
back.
Sega. I will give you money. Just bring it over.
30日水曜日15時より事前販売を開始いたします
Yeah, let
専
me
用
roll
サ
this
イト
back
で
to
グ
the
ッ
start of
ズ
this
をご購入
segment
の
here.
際に希望の時間
I
帯を
don't
選
like having to use a third party in order to
コンサート
actually get stuff shipped over here.
と共通の購入
Alright, so they're talking about this here, which we just went
お
over.
菓子2000回発表され特設サイ
Okay, and then... Okay, so this is for people that actually go to the
トまずは
concert
前
then.
回発表されたラッピーペンライトです
So you can get some
12
Rappy
色
lights,
光ります
and
ので
then
好きな色
also
でシンパシー
some
2023
shirts
を
with
盛り上
the
げましょう
release dates of the different versions of the
胸元に
games.
まといのシルエット
Of
が
all
入
the
った T
different
シャツ
Phantasy
は
Stars.
背中
Wow.
にシリーズの奇跡が書かれてい
Not
ます
all of them. They're missing like Phantasy Star Adventure, Phantasy Star Gaiden, the text adventures, and that's just
Okay, those
in the
don't
brief
matter.
look I got there.
記念イラストを
Those don't
使用したクリアファイル2枚セットと
What are you talking
Like
about? They expand the
language.
second game mostly.
Make it Amazon
Aside from
JP.
Adventure and
I
Gaiden.
do have the Amazon JP account, but it's still very expensive for shipping costs.
Yeah, no kidding on that.
About
Like, if
$20
something's
minimum.
about if something's about 3,000 yen, I'm ended up paying about 2,000 or 5,000.
まといのシルエットがゴールドで描かれた高級
At least
感
the
のある
dollar's
ボールペン
strong
も
right now.
ご用意いたしました
That is true. Actually, it's more so that the yen is weak, so
マイクロファイバークロス
Apparently
は
they're doing that on
カバンに
purpose.
入
I
ってい
don't
る
know
と
why,
一枚
but apparently that's the plan.
シンプルなデザイ
Plan
ンの
they
ブラ
had.
ンケットは
uh,
ボタンを止めれば
I have no idea what's going on with that, but I'm not complaining. It allows me to buy my sub on Dragon Quest X for cheap.
2023年4月始まりで
Interesting looking
Phantasy
calendar
Star
there, that's for certain.
35周年の歴史を凝縮した魅力あるイラストが満載です
Oh, I like it.
コレクショングッズとして歴代ラッピーと季節ラッピーの
It goes over all
Oh,
the
they've
different
actually
stuff.
got the pixelated Rappy from Phantasy Star: The End of the
これまで
Millennium
ご
there.
紹介してきた
Oh,
新
that's
商品の他に
adorable.
Wait, I thought that was
新商品もライン
that.
ナップ
I thought that was Rappy
この
from
機会に
Phantasy Star
ぜひ
3.
お買い求めください
It
No,
looks like the
the-
one from
No, that was actually the fat Rappy there. The one
の登場です
that's oversized there.
これまでご紹介
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
it's not
yeah, the
Chirper.
King Rappy. It's
既
the
存
King
の人気
Rappy
商品もラインナップ
Yep.
from Phantasy Star 4.
この機
Yeah,
会
King
に
Rappy.
ぜひお買い求めください
And then it looks like on the back of that shirt there, they talk about
お求めください
the different planets and areas of
今
of
回ご
Oracle,
紹介したグッズはオンラインにて
or rather the Oracle
11
universe.
月30日水曜日15時より
This is
事前販売を
frustrating me. I want that
希望の
shirt.
時間帯を選び
Same.
販売方法と
Yep.
なっている販売方法となっています
Okay, we're caught up.
Yeah,
シンパシー特設サイトのグッズコーナー
not
より
yet, at least.
シンパシー2023
It's gonna
公
be
式
like
グッズストアへお越しください
2 more years until I can build up enough money to go to Japan.
当日物販の詳細については後日発表となりますがオンライン販売後の在庫のみの販売かつ
Yeah,
感
so
染
we'll
症
see
対
what
策
else
のため
they've got
購入可能人数
coming up
を
in a
制限させ
moment
ていただく
here.
見込みです
Maybe they'll do another deal with the line or the bit cache or something.
オンライン
I
事
don't know.
前販売をご利用いただけますようお願いいたします。チケットは現
Oh,
在
there's
E プ
another
ラ
of
スに
the
て販売
of
中
those
です。
Rapid Lights.
ストリーミング配信チケットを含めたすべてのチケットに先ほどご紹介したゲーム内アイテムが取得できる特典アイテムコードがついてきます。10周年プロジェクトを締
Yeah,
め
it's
く
a
くる
shame they don't
記
talk
念コンサ
about
ート
any
に
of
ぜ
this
ひ
stuff
ご
on
参
the
加く
on the
ださい。
global side,
Mm-hmm.
especially since travel to Japan
今
has
回
opened up now.
NGS ヘッドラインでお届けする情報は以上となります。
Which makes me want to go
皆
there
さん
even
の
more
ご
right
意見を
now.
受けて NGS もこの番
I
組
mean,
も
they could just
魅
put
力
this
してい
on
きたい
their
と思いますので、
website.
ハッシュタグ NGS ヘッドライ
I
ンを
mean,
つけ
they
ての
do have a
ご意見や
Sega does
ご
have
連
their
絡い
own
ただければ
store,
嬉しいです。
online store, don't they?
Yes, they
私
do.
もユーザーの皆さんの代表として
Just
Alright,
put
it
this
looks
on
like-
this.
皆さんをつないで
Good.
NGS をもっと
All they have to do
楽
is
しめ
just put
る
some of
で
this
きれ
stuff
ばと思いま
on
すので、
their website and it'd
これ
be
からも
just
よろしくお
fine.
願いいたします。
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it looks like they're wrapping up here. So I'll go ahead and mute this and bring us back.
All right.
So thoughts on the headline?
I was actually very good. And I'm kind of concerned about how quickly they're doing seasonal events back to back. Basically being like, okay, there's always going to be a seasonal event happening then.
Yeah, that's kind of weird that they're doing it like that. I mean, granted, I'm not
Hey.
going to argue with all the items we're going to be getting from it, but at the
Exactly.
same time,
I'm not complaining. I will gladly accept
Well-
those items.
Well, at the same time, didn't base PSO2 do about the same thing as well? We almost never saw the default lobby.
Yes, that is true.
yeah. I'm also wondering what's going to be coming in February. Like they didn't show us a roadmap at all.
Nope.
Hopefully this is them taking the advice to not show off everything and just leave some surprises. It's also quite possible that that anything they show past February might be story spoilers.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Or
Yeah.
just subject change, because they've whenever they did a roadmap originally, they missed the deadlines for them, so
Yeah, they didn't even. I mean, we didn't even get a sense of what the final boss of Steel was going to be from this.
nope.
I mean, they said potentially Dark Falls is there, but we really don't know. So, I guess we'll just have to see what's going to play out in the future here. Something that I did need to bring up here. Aside from the questions that they answered, there were also several other questions answered a few days ago. So let's go over those real quick here. I just have this on my screen here. We want the global version to have the extra free storage that Japan gets upon meeting certain requirements. And their answer to that was, we are currently working on it and have an idea of when it will be implemented. Please wait until the implementation is completed, and thank you for your patience.
So what storage is that again?
So that's the one-time password storage.
Oh yeah, that one.
And ES storage as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah, it's still a thing. I still completely forget about S.
Speaking of S, please make the weapon camo distributed in PSO2S available in PSO2 Global as well. And their answer is they are considering making those weapon camos available in the global version. So I guess we'll see when that happens.
Yeah,
Well-
I remember using S back when I played on the Japanese server purely as a way to buy AC.
Yeah, that was one of the best things for it. But ever since the IP block, things have been kind of locked down.
Yeah.
Well, I've been hearing that we may get a revamp of ES soon. And
Oh boy.
if they are, as I said, it's a rumor, but if they are planning to actually do this, that means they may also go for a American release as well. So
that
that
would be really nice.
that's why they're kind of dragging their heels on the whole releasing the additional storage.
That would be nice. I agree. I mean, I've been trying to get back into that for a while, but I keep running into random bugs where just certain fights just won't load for whatever reason on whatever emulator I'm using. So I'm trying to figure out some other way to make this work. I think I even had a problem even just using my Pixel 6 phone. So,
weird.
Yeah. Okay, and the last question that they had, please allow me to easily generate add-on skills repeatedly. And they said they are considering how to improve the add-on skills menu and ask for our patience in the meantime. So, we'll see.
Also, Plomo, what is best ship? Ship 1, because I'm on it.
Ship 1.
You're going to hear different things about that from different people.
Of course.
A lot of people, okay, so I'm going to be honest. Ship 1 is often considered the casual ship, but it's also the most well-rounded as well. You have veterans, you have newbies, you have RPers. Ship 2 is the veteran ship. And if you go there and you're a newbie, you're going to have a rough time. You might have a rough time anyway. And Ship 3 is the role player ship.
And then the Ship 4 is a thing.
Yeah, it exists.
Yeah.
But that was introduced after all the other ships were introduced, and so not as many players are there.
You know, a lot of streamers try to get a lot of streamers get baited into starting on Ship 4.
Makes sense. Not as many people to stream snipe.
Yep. All right, let's continue off or on where we left off earlier in the show here. So we were talking about the specification changes, a color synchronization feature for items that color sync with innerwear. And basically, it was an issue whereby the innerwear being displayed in black when one wears PSO2 spec baseware that hides the innerwear. And after a discussion, they've decided to make the following changes in the early December update. So, before the change, the items are displayed in black, and after the change, the items will appear in the color specified for the innerwear when one is wearing PSO2 spec baseware that hides innerwear. And also please note that the colors of affected items will change if a character is wearing any items that color sync with innerwear at the time of the specification change. Alright, moving on from that. So, Ordinal Tower Rank 7. Records will be wiped. So, this was kind of a big thing that happened. So, effectively, what was happening was players were figuring out how to drag enemies out of their boss area and cause them to leap off the edge, instantly killing them.
Which is hilarious.
Yep.
It reminds me of the one boss in Dark Souls. I forget which boss the name is. It's the one that's like in the lava. What's the name?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I've seen that video.
Yeah, you would drag it over to the edge and just have it fall to its death. It's kind of similar to that.
Yep.
Sega does seem to be taking a significantly different stance on exploits than they did during base PSO2.
Oh, absolutely. Ceaseless discharge, yes, that's it. Thank you.
The development team has reviewed the issue and determined that the records achieved using this bug significantly affect the fairness of the content, and so things are going to be cleared for all users. Actually, it's already been done at this point here. And they're working on what they're going to do for compensation, and also accounts that were confirmed to have repeatedly and intentionally used this bug have had their accounts suspended in accordance with the terms of service.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In other words, don't mess around anymore with stuff that you know is not how the game's supposed to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep, that's, and it, yeah, exactly. What was it? There was one ability that Sega basically told players not to use. It was one of the partisan Photon Arts, in PSO2 that Volraptor, I think it was called, or Graptor. Yeah, it was like you were able to do way too much damage with that thing for some reason. But yeah, this isn't the first time Sega has suspended players for taking advantage of the system. Moving on from that, just as a reminder, the SIA region prep campaign is still ongoing at this point, but this is going to be your last week upcoming to get those tickets, so make sure you take advantage before time runs out on you here. And then go ahead.
Oh, it's just kind of seemed a lot easier than last time to get the tickets.
Agreed, yeah. I completely agree with you there. And then they went over Sympathy already on the video, so I don't think we need to cover that again here. Last thing we have for today, or at least the last thing I have, is the November update for Clementine. So Zance, you want to take this here?
Sure thing. So, Clementine's been out for 2 years. That's actually surprising.
Yep. And that's after the downtime that they had from the original, year or two that it was up, I think?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, the official launch of Clementine has now been, it's now 2 years old at this point. That's honestly really cool.
Yep.
So, event milestones that got activated during the previous Halloween event, they got over 10 million enemies killed and 35,000 event mission clears, which is pretty insane. And also, following boost end today, those being 5 times incentive boost, 2 times EXP, 2 times MP, 4 times PA, 10% grind success rate, 20 GC payout, plus 50% rare drop rate boost, 5% rare enemy appearance rate, 2 times prototype drop rate boost, and 3 rolls per clear box instead of 2. And S4 missions got added to Black Nest, Dancing Birds, Mad Beast, Lightning Beats, Sakura Blast, Sinner's Banquet, Map Variant 1, Forest Infiltration, Duel in the Ruins, and Stolen Weapon. And there are now special missions in the Param Guardian branch, those being Mag and Illuminous Illusion. And a race mission? Oh, like the racing missions. Yeah.
Yep.
On the hoverboards. And that got added to the Aurora Viewing Plaza. And then for mission drops, mission clear boxes can no longer roll in area drop. Thank you. S4 area drops have been done. Players can now obtain the following items: Chronosolene at a way higher rate, Gacium, Exonite, Pearl, Barlean, Grutite based on area, 2 different Proxenes based on area, and Grinder S +1, 2, +5. And then a bunch of weapons had buffs. Not going to go over all of them.
Yeah, we'd be here for a while.
Yeah. And for bug fixes, fix the bug where Rate Plus gas abilities would stop 100% SE weapons from applying their status effect 100% of the time.
Yep. Alright. So that's everything that I had for today. Did anybody want to add anything?
Just small. Go ahead first.
What was that, Rooks?
You go ahead first, Sans.
Oh no, I was just looking to see if Ania had anything new, and doesn't look like it.
So over the last week, or so, I've been working on the Steam Deck with PSO2, trying to figure out how to get it the most stable.
Oh.
And thanks to some help from, let me look up his name.
I wouldn't be surprised if a certain someone I know has been trying to do that too, because but he's primarily like a classic PSO player though.
Skywing. thanks to Skywing, I've recently learned that there is a feature that you only easily gain access to with the Steam Deck if you put the game on a formatted SD card.
Oh.
So not the internal storage.
Yeah, it's called case folding, and it basically means that, well, Linux up till now has always operated on case sensitivity, meaning that it treats every different case version of a letter as a completely different letter, meaning that you could have two of the same name, two files of the same name, but if their cases were different, it would still treat them as different files. Windows doesn't operate under that. So, like, if you have two files with different case formatting on their name, you would be asked to they would conflict. Not having that makes it so that many games will actually crash in Wine and Proton. So recently, with the extension 4 file system, they've added option to turn on what's called case folding, which makes it so that you need to where it makes it so that the file system becomes case insensitive, and this this makes a whole lot of Windows programs a whole lot more stable under Linux.
That's actually pretty cool.
And the stupid thing is, despite the internal memory of the Steam Deck using extension 4, it looks like the internal memory does not have case folding. So if you install PSO2 to your internal memory, it's not going to run as stably as it would if you put it on an SD card.
Gotcha. Now, is this something that can be added to any distro of Linux, or is it just the Steam Deck version?
Oh, it can be on any distro that has access to extension 4 file system.
Cool.
So yeah, at this point, it's looking more and more like you could actually just forgo Windows and switch to Linux if you were looking to get away from Windows and still play PSO2. Despite the status currently listed on the Steam page, PSO2 will run under Proton and under Linux.
It's a move I've been considering for a while, and it might be time for me to make that move once time on Windows 10 runs out.
I have a lot of feeling there may be a lot of people, because there's a lot of questionable decisions that Microsoft has been making with Windows 11.
Yeah. Now, I might not make the move immediately still, even when time runs out, because, well, you know me. I had been running Windows 10 2019 version for up until I got this new system, which, hey, I'll be introducing that fairly soon.
Yep, you have one of the more unique versions of Windows.
I basically know how to kill Windows Update and it stays dead.
Yeah, interesting. And speaking of the Steam Deck, I know there's ways of getting other Phantasy Star related stuff working on it. Personally, I've been playing PSO, the episode 1 and 2 on GameCube through the Dolphin emulator. But I know there's some people who've been able to get Affinia running on it as well. I personally haven't been able to figure that out yet, but I'm trying.
Do you want to work on making that a project?
Well, I know there's like guides already that people have made, and it's the same thing with Clementine as well. It's just whenever I personally tried to do it, especially with Clementine, it lagged a lot. It practically was unplayable.
Do you have GE Proton installed?
So I'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, so it sounds like we've got some pretty great news here for Linux. So I guess we'll see how far this goes here in the future. Hopefully it reaches the same level of speed and such that you can get out of Windows.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, from my understanding, it actually runs faster. It's just the Steam Deck isn't as powerful as others, as a lot of people's computers,
Gotcha.
gaming rigs. So
Okay.
So even on the Steam Deck, PSO2 still actually runs pretty decent. You can usually get around 60 frames per second.
That's pretty nice. And is that with or without something like DLSS and such?
Actually, well,
I guess not DLSS since that's NVIDIA, but the
FSR.
AMD. Yeah.
Yeah, FSR. It's one of those things I would recommend turning on, and you're probably not even going to notice it because the screen is is lower resolution. But yeah, I would actually you can get a pretty good frame rate even with it off. But once again, I would say turn it on and cap your frames at 60 just so that you're not burning through your battery as fast.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. All right. Anything else anybody wanted to bring up?
Nope. I think we're good.
All right then. And so that brings us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Rooks, Xance, and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Danny.
See you next month.